Om Vakratunde Mahakaya Suryakotisamprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gururdeva Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhetamastu Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are reading the synopsis of 3 chapters from the Gita Home Study course. And in that synopsis, first chapter, then second chapter, here many shlokas from the Sita Paragya Lakshanas, starting from shloka up to 72 shlokas, 18 shlokas. Here Swamiji quotes many shlokas here, and giving the, and we call it the Sita Paragya Lakshana. This portion is important, therefore it is given more focus. So there are other important shlokas, cryptic shlokas like Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha, Jnanisha Sarvabhuta. That is also in this Pragya Lakshana portion. This is even more important. Jnani. However, Jnani adds, begins. Question asked there, as an answer to it. So in that we have seen many shlokas. Edasam Harate Chayam Purvam Rani Vasarvashaha. Rajate Eda Kaman, starting from that shloka onwards. The psychology of how the desires slowly enters the mind of a person, the form of a sankalpa, and later becoming krodha, and finally destroying a person. All these things we have seen now. Further, the last portion of the second chapter, 70th shloka, let us read from that. To explain further, Bhagavan Krishna used a more positive example. That is, here the context is, how can you identify or understand the Jnana? Unless you are a Jnani. Not possible. Therefore, you know that a person is a Jnani, you have to be a Jnani. Only a Jnani can understand the other Jnani. So that gives an example. Let's read a shloka. Apuryamanamachala pratishtham
Abhuryamanamachala pratishtham
samudramapah pravishanti yadvat
samudramabha pravishanti yadvat
yadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve
yadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve
tadvat, not yadvat. Sashantimapnoti nathamakami
Sashantimapnoti nakamakami
apuryamanam achalam apratishtam. That is samudra. Samudra is filled with the brim. It is complete. And it is achalam. It doesn't change with the inflow of water. It is filled. Already it is full. Adequate. Purnam. Purnam. Apaha pravishanti advata. As the apaha, the water from the rivers, enter the ocean. Just as the river water enters the ocean which is Apuryamanam, which is complete, and it is Achalam, it's still. Similarly, Yata Pravishanti, similarly, Kamaha Tadvat, Yadvat Pravishanti Tadvat. As the water enters, similarly, so too, Kamaha Pravishanti. Kamaha means objects of desire. Enter whom? Enter Yam Pravishanti. The wise person, the Jnani, that is Yam, into whom it enters, that gains Shanti, gains peace. The wise person into whom all objects enter gains peace. Whereas Kamakami, the one who is a desire of the Kama objects, Vishayas, Saha, he will not gain peace. Therefore, Ashantasya Kutasukam. So, where is happiness for it? Whereas this person into whom all the objects enter doesn't bring about any change in the person. Person remains unchanged. So that is how the Jnani is. Whereas Ajnani, Kami, he cannot remain peaceful. He doesn't gain peace. Ashantaha is Ashantaha, therefore very sukham for it. He is always after sukha. The ocean is in no way affected by whether or not the rains happen or the rivers enter it. Any water, whether it's rainwater or river water. It is Apuryamanam, therefore an Achalam. No increase or decrease of water, no gain or loss for the ocean. No change affects. The entry of water doesn't affect the oceanness, affects its oceanness, its fullness. It is ocean, comparable. Because it doesn't depend anything other than itself. It is Purnam by itself, therefore doesn't depend on anything. It's only a Drishtanta. You cannot investigate Drishtanta further. Saying that ocean is because of rain, because of river, that we cannot say like that. Ocean is full. River water entering into that cannot create any, it cannot just merges with the ocean, cannot create any change in the ocean. That is a Drishtanta. So Drishtanta should be looked upon as Drishtanta. So the ocean, therefore, in its own glory, without any external support, it is Purnam and it is complete, full and complete. Similarly, the fullness of one, that is a Jnani, who is wise, who is centered on oneself, his fullness his fullness depends on himself, not on external things. Therefore, I am the whole. It's a fact. It's a Jnana to which the wise people are awake. Awake to this Jnana. Means Jnani, they have this knowledge. Therefore, what do they require to? What do they require to fulfill themselves for fulfillment? They don't seek fulfillment in the form of Artha and Kama. For any amount of Artha and Kama entering into them, will not bring about any change. So therefore, they require nothing in order to be full, in order to be happy. No addition will bring about any change in the wise person, nor will take away, will any subtraction take away or make any dent in his fullness or her fullness. This too was pointed out. In contrast to an ocean, however, a pond is something that will dry up without rain. Pond may dry up without rain, but ocean can never. That ocean water goes up and again comes back, it has rain or river water. If there is too much rain, the pond is nowhere to be seen. The Kamakami, the desire of Kama, the one who has to fulfill certain desires in order to be happy, is like a pond. You're not steadier, it can compare to a pond. When something pleasant happens, the person hits a ceiling, elation. When something unpleasant happens, he or she hits rock bottom and may even consider committing suicide. Then Krishna concluded the second chapter by saying 71, 72. Let us read the two shlokas. Vihaya kaman yes sarva
Vihaya kaman yes sarvan
Pumanscharati nispragaha.
पुमांश्चरति निःस्पृहः
Nirmamo nirahankaraha.
निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः
Sashantimati gacchati.
प्रशान्तिमधिगच्छति
Esha brahmi sthitih partha.
एषा ब्राह्मा म- एषा ब्राह्मी स्थिति पार्थ
Ainam prapya vimuhyati.
नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति
Sthitva syamantakalephi.
स्थित्वा स्यामन्तकालेऽपि
Brahmanirvana pृच्छति.
ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमुच्यति
Sarvan kaman vihaya yaha puman nispragaha charati. The one person who is nispragaha is free from longing, and having given up all the kama and the desires, binding desires only have to be given up. Desires which bind, therefore is free from no longing, therefore no desires, and is nirmamaha without a sense of I and mind. Nirankaraha Sashantim Adigachati means Shanti, Swarupa Shanti. He discovers Shanti, which is oneself. Then this Brahmi Sthiti, this abidance in this knowledge, Jnana Nishta, E Partha, Enam Prapya na Vimugyati, gaining this Brahmi Sthiti, Jnana Nishta, the person is not deluded. He cannot be deluded again. No amount of the objects of desire can entice him. He cannot be caught in samsara, is free. Therefore, what happens to that person remaining in this? The person stitvasyam antakalepi brahma nirvanam gacchati. So, the person not being deluded, even at the end of his life, practicing this jnana nishta, having gained this jnanam through shravanam, mananam, and nidhyasanam is doing. Jnana nishta, even at the end of his life, even if he gains, becomes liberated. So any time when he gets a clarity, when the jnana becomes apratibadda jnanam, there is no pratibadda, there is no obstruction, then it becomes free. Even at the end, at the end of this life. So for any stage, any point in life, person can become free. So remaining in this knowledge, even at the end of his life, gaining nishta, person becomes free. Brahma nirvanam. He gains vidheka. He gains his jnanam at the end of his life. Therefore, taha bhavati, he becomes free. After that, he dies, because at the end of his life, gives up his body, becomes free. Then it's no more coming for that person. To be a Siddha Prajna, Krishna said, it's a very state of being in Brahmisthiti. Being in the form of knowledge, the state is not one that you will lose, like the waking state or a drug-induced state. This is not one more state, waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. Then one more state, Brahmisthiti. No, it is not like that. In fact, every state is because of Brahma. Therefore, it is not a separate state. It is there in and through all the states. All the states are because of this, and this state is independent. This Swarupa is oneself. It is something as true as you are. This is why once this knowledge is gained, there is no question of losing it. Because this is gain, it's not a physical gain, it is not something you gain physically, it is in terms of knowledge. It's not an anubhava. Every anubhava is because of this Brahma, knowledge. Now, this Atma is understood to be Brahma, the whole, therefore understanding is After that, nothing to be known, nothing to be done. Kritakrityaha bhavati. Therefore, there cannot be falling back to samsara. I cannot return to samsara again. Even if you don't gain this knowledge until you are very old. Antakala is fag end of his life. Antakalepi enam prapya na vimugyati. Even at the fag end of his life, the person gains. Even old, he will not come back to samsara. So it's a chance till the last breath. Chance is there, hope is there. Once the person gains jnanam, he will not come back to samsara. Even when you are the last throes of your life, one foot in the grave. If you come to understand that you are the whole, then you are a free person. That is the meaning. In the early stage of life itself, a person gains his free. If not, even at the fag end of his life, he becomes free. Discourse is freedom. And if the very elderly are able to gain this knowledge, then those whose eyes are able to see, whose ears are able to hear, and those who are able to sit for a length of time in quiet contemplation can surely come to know what to talk of people who are in the early stage of life. That is the idea. Even when they can, therefore, there is no age. There is no age or there is no condition. This second chapter is concluded. So, therefore, liberation, the moksha can be gained at any point in life. What factor that determines is jnana, nishtha, that jnana. Clarity, apratibhatta jnana. Obstacle free, doubt free. Jnana. Aham Brahma Asmi iti. One should be able to say with no doubt, with, with no doubt, with clarity, unshakable knowledge. That person, in spite of any trying situations, the person is not shaken. Aham Brahma Asmi iti. One can say that person is a jnana. His knowledge is steady. And the knowledge, whenever, whichever stage of life it happens, person is free. So therefore, Antakalya, even at the back end of life, if one gains his knowledge, thereafter he doesn't fall back to samsara. That's the idea. This second chapter is over. Now, third chapter begins. That begins, we have seen question of Arjuna. Let us see. Let us read that. Arjuna Uvacha
Arjuna Vacha
Jayasi Chet Karvanaste
Jayasi Chet Karmanaste
Mata Buddhir Janardana
Atha Buddhir Janardhana
Tatkim Karmani Ghore Ma
Tat Kim Karmani Gore Mam
Yojayasi Keshava
Yo Jayasi Keshava
Yamishrene Vavakyena
Yamishreneva Vakyena
Buddhim Mohayasi Vame
Buddhim Mohayasiva Me
Tadekam Vadanischitya
Tadekam Vada Nishchitya
Yena Shreyohamapnuyam.
Yena Shreyo Hamapnuyam.
Having listened to the entire second chapter, in which Krishna spoke on Jnanam and Karma, therefore the question arises in the mind of Arjuna, if compared to Karma, Buddhi, Jnanam, knowledge is better. Why do you engage me in compared to this Karma, Buddhi? The knowledge is better, then why do you engage me into this Gora Karma, the Yuddha? O Janardana, if your contention, your contention, your opinion, your view is that Buddhi, Jayasi Chit, Karmanaha. If Buddhi, the knowledge, Buddhi means knowledge, is better than action. Compared to action, it is better than Satkim. Why? Gore Karmani Mam Niyojesi. Why do you engage me in this Gora Karma, Yuddha Karma? through some action. Vyamishtena vakyena buddhim mohayasivame. Beautiful word, this Vyamishtena. Arjuna, he did not find fault the words of the teacher. Shows he's a good student. He says, your words are seemingly contradictory, not contradictory. And also with the seemingly contradictory words, you seem to confuse my mind. You appear to be confusing my mind. Or not appear only, not really. Hence he takes the blame on himself. Your words I'm not able to understand, I'm confused. So, Iva, Yami Shena Iva, Vakyena. With the words, with these Vakyas which are seemingly contradictory. Buddhi Mogayasi Iva. You delude, you confuse my mind as though not really. Therefore, you tell me very firmly which is better for me, by which I can gain the ultimate good. Shayus mokshaha. Having decided which is better, tell me one thing. Ekam, karma or buddhi, jnanam. Tell me one thing by which I can gain moksha, shayas. Here Arjuna presented a problem. Krishna, if I have understood you correctly, you seem to have your heart and knowledge alone. I asked for shayas moksha from you, and you made it very clear that this can be gained only by knowledge, not by fulfilling desires. Yes, true. You even said that all desires have to be given up. Yes. Yet you say I am to perform action. But you say I have to do karma. I'm confused. Therefore, I'm confused. The teaching is knowledge. The knowledge only person becomes free. So therefore I have to pursue knowledge. But you're asking me to do karma. So karma is done for generally karma is done for fulfilling the desires. Karmas are generally propelled by desires, desire prompted action. Those who are after jnana, they don't do any karma. So they don't do any karma for fulfilling any desires. So therefore, since karma is intended for the fulfillment of desires, by fulfilling desires, one cannot gain knowledge. One will be continuous pursuit of fulfilling the desires alone, because desires doesn't diminish so easily. One desire goes away, another desire comes in its place. So it is a continuous pursuit. Therefore, I'm confused. This is how Arjuna understood what Krishna had said. That Krishna had not said that all, and not said that all one's desires have to be given up. He said that a wise person gives up desire, meaning that he or she has no desire to become secure and happy. That's what he said. A person may have a desire to do something or other, but by fulfilling this desire, he or she is not going to become more secure. Because he's already discovered his security in knowledge. Therefore, by fulfilling the desire, he or she are not going to become more secure. Such delusion is no longer there for the jnana. Otherwise, although this is what Krishna actually said, Arjuna took it as he did because he knew that every karma, every action is preceded by desire, desire prompted action. So action is there means it is prompted by desire. Desire is there. Therefore, without desire, there is no karma at all. Karma is implies desire is. So he thought if desire is to be given up, then why should I do karma? And how am I going to gain knowledge? This knowledge. The only way seems to be give up all karmas along with desires that initiate them, that propel them, and seek knowledge alone. Since Krishna had asked Arjuna to follow karma yoga to get up and fight, Arjuna was naturally confused. Tasmat yuddhaya, tasmat yuddhaya, tasmat. It says in second chapter, yuddham yuddhaya, yuddhyasvaiti. Having very firmly deciding, you get up and fight. Tasmad uttishta, amtaya yuddhaya, kirta nishchaya, he said. You get up and fight. Therefore, he was confused. His thinking was, if knowledge will give me shayas, that is what I should go for. And for the sake of knowledge, I need not do all these actions. All that is needed is to renounce everything, go to a teacher and gain the knowledge. Said in the chapter further, we'll see. Go to the teacher because this knowledge cannot be gained by oneself. Therefore, going to the teacher, Guru Prasadanam and Shravanam. Therefore, Therefore, what is that? It is the marga is sannyasa. Therefore, sannyasa seems to be the answer to my problem. This is the understanding. How about you? Now, in an attempt to resolve the seeming contradiction, Arjuna asks Krishna to tell him once and for all the one thing, ekam pada nischitya. What is that by which that will give him, or by gaining, knowing that one will get shyness. That one thing that will give him shyness, to which Krishna said that the teaching starts. Important shloka, third chapter. Third shloka, here we go. This. Read this in next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Deshna Deshna Dehi Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sanyavadaha